Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Welcome to tutorialage.com. And this time I will be showing you how to take snapshots from your webcam using jQuery. Because if I'll say doing it with jQuery only, it won't be possible. We do need some kind of a different language. Probably I would say Flash or Java. And this time we would be using a jQuery plugin that already have Flash in it, and that will let us take snapshots from the webcam, and we can use any kind of a backend server language in order to save those snapshots to our server. So you can go to this website, that's code.google.com, and here whether you can download the JPEG cam tar file to get all the files, like the plugin files that you actually need. And before that, you can actually read this entire documentation that will let you, that will tell you how to set up everything for this plugin. I already have a copy of it on my desktop with a folder name called Webcam, and I'm gonna cut it from there and to my WAMP folder. I'm gonna create a new one. Let's name it to snapshots. And here I'm gonna paste this webcam folder. Guys, next thing we need is a JS folder to write our JavaScript. So I'm gonna create a new folder. I'm gonna name it to JS, and we need an index file. I'm gonna name it to index.php. I'm gonna open it with my text editor with a very simple and basic HTML markup. Okay. For the title, we can say jQuery snapshots. Okay. And out here we probably need two divs. The very first one gonna be the div which actually gonna contain our actual, I would say, webcam screen. Okay, if you have ever been to a website where you have been chatting online and like video chatting, like we need that box which will let us, let the users show their actual picture. So let me create it. It will make more sense then. So I'm gonna say div ID cam, or probably let's say camera. Okay. Then I'm gonna give myself a note here and camera. And the next thing we need is div ID with, let's say, pics, or say uploads. Okay, where we would be showing the uploads to the user. So every time they're gonna click a pic, we're gonna show all the pics to from our server on the same page without even refreshing it. So I'm gonna say end uploads. Okay, guys. So inside these divs, we don't have to write any markup. We just have to do it with jQuery. Before just closing the body tags, first we need a copy of a jQuery, like a reference to jQuery. Next, we need our plugin file, and third one would be our supporting JavaScript file that we would be writing. So inside my webcam folder, I have a copy of a jQuery that I'm gonna cut from here. I'm gonna paste to my JS folder. Okay, so very first we need a reference to this jQuery file. So I'm gonna say source would be JS / this particular file. Next thing, we need a reference to the webcam file. So that would be webcam.js. So here I'm gonna set the folder name to webcam and our webcam file. Okay, and the very third one would be the file that we would be writing right now. So I'm gonna say JS / name it to script.js. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go to the JS folder and I'm gonna create this file. So I'm gonna say script.js. Okay, come here, and I'm gonna start with the dollar function to make sure that the DOM is ready before we go ahead and do anything. And I'm gonna alert some custom things so we can actually make sure whether we are able to include this file or not. So I'm gonna say my local host IP /snapshots. Okay, and it says DSA. Okay, so that means we are able to include this file properly. Now guys, next thing we need is to set up that particular plugin functions in order to use them. So if you will come here, okay, these are the actual ways that show you how to set it up, which you know, files you need, how to do everything. You can read the entire documentation, it will make more clear to you, but for now I'm not going to read it, I'm just going to show you how to do it. Okay, so the very first thing we need is webcam dot set API URL. That would be our server and language URL that actually going to go ahead and save the files to our folder. So for us, it's going to be upload.php. We haven't created it, but we would be creating it very shortly. Next thing would be the webcam dot set swf URL. That would be the actual Flash support that they need in order to run this entire functionality, I would say. Okay, sorry, my phone was ringing. So that would be this webcam folder and this webcam.swf file. So I'm gonna say webcam slash webcam.swf. Okay, and after this we need to set the quality to something that would be, you know, very much clear. So I'm gonna say set quality. This would be the actual quality of the pictures that we're gonna take. So I'm gonna make it to 90. The higher the quality will give you the better resolution, but make sure it's gonna take more space as well. So we gonna stick with 90. Next thing we need would be webcam dot set shutter sound. That would be, you know, if you want any kind of a sound at the time of clicking pics, or I would say at the time of taking snapshots. So then we need, first I need to say true, we do need it, and then if we need it, where that actual sound is. So I'm gonna say webcam slash shutter.mp3. Okay, guys, don't worry, I'm gonna place all these files to my website downloads page, so you can download it from there, or if you want any kind of a custom voice, not this particular one, then you can use your own. Okay, so these 4 lines will actually let you set up everything for you, but we need one more thing, is we need to let this particular plugin know where we want our, you know, actual camera to be. So I'm going to say ID camera as a reference to this particular div that we created in our index file. .html would be webcam underscore get not probably dot get HTML, I believe so. Okay, then we need to provide it a height and a width. Okay, close it, come back and refresh the page, and let's see what we have. Okay guys, out here we have, so we can probably say allow, or we can say deny. If I'm gonna say allow, it will start taking my pic out here. Okay, that's awesome. So next thing we need is, we need to write a couple of functions to actually, you know, take pictures from here. We don't only want that person to only look at his, you know, photo out there. So okay, out here, so what we need is, first go to the index file. We need to create 2 very simple anchor links. So I'm going to say aref to JavaScript. Okay, void. That's only a very simple JavaScript way to, you know, return the default function to false. So every time an anchor link is supposed to, you know, just to go to a different page or to follow some kind of custom, okay, I don't know, but we just want it to, you know, return false to its default behavior and run the function that we want it to run. So I'm gonna say webcam dot snap. Okay, that will let you take snaps, and we don't need any title or anything like that. So I'm gonna say take snapshot. Okay, and we need one more thing, that would be to configure the camera. So I'm going to say configure, and out here would be webcam.configure camera. Okay, so this particular link will let you configure the camera, and this one will let you take the snapshot. So come back, refresh the page. If I'll click on configure, see, it will give you some different custom options that you can do. It will give you whether you want the person to record the volume or not. See, every time I speak louder, it go on the top, and once I speak slowly, it's coming to the bottom. So we are actually getting the entire functionality we need. Next thing is just we need to write the PHP in order to take the snapshots every time we are clicking this button. So what we need to do is go back, create the file that would be upload.php, and we just need to write a couple of lines in order to do it. Upload.php. Okay. So I'm gonna say PHP. So the very first thing is the folder name, like where we actually want to store our images to. So I'm gonna say uploads. Okay, we're gonna create a folder very soon. Then would be the file name, and file name gonna be star2time now.jpg. So this means every time we would be creating a unique file name, because star2time is the actual Unix timestamp, and every time it's gonna be unique. So there is no possibility we're gonna have some duplicate files, or if we're gonna overwrite the existing files. So that's the reason. Then I'm gonna say it would be the input content that we are getting. So I'm gonna say file get contents, the PHP input. Hey guys, this is the only way that you can actually store the files to your server if you're using this particular plugin. So you cannot actually, you cannot do something like move uploaded file or something like that, because we don't have any, file uploaded there. So if you're using this particular plugin, then you have to do it in a different way. We have to read the content we are actually getting from this particular PHP input. Okay. So next thing, we need the file path would be $folder $file name. Okay, and in very last we have to say file put contents $file path $input. Okay guys, come back, refresh the page, and let's see whether we are able to do it properly or not. So I'm gonna say hit allow, and I'm gonna take one of my own snapshots. Okay, it's done. Come back. Oh, we don't have any uploads folder. That's the stupid thing I can never do in my entire life. Okay, again allow. Take snapshot. Go back. Oh, I have it, but it's a comma there. Okay, that's my mistake. I have to say .jpg. Okay, one more try, guys. Allow. Take snapshot. Pick it here. Window Explorer cannot do it. Okay, then there might be some problem. Let me check out. It is star29.jpg. File get contents. $folder $file name. Okay, it's input con. That's my mistake, because I said input con there, so I have to say input con here. Okay, let's try. Allow. Take snapshot. Come back. We don't need this one. So we have one file, and if I'm gonna open it, it's gonna work for me. Okay, that's fine. I know the pig is quite stupid, so I don't want to show it to you guys. Okay guys, if you have noticed one thing, every time I take a pic, my camera actually got freeze to that particular point. So I don't want that to happen every time. So for that, what I can do is I can go back to my script.js file, and I'm gonna say webcam.set tilt. I believe that it was to true. I believe that it was webcam.set tilt, or we can probably check out what it was. I can search set Okay, yeah, it was. Okay, I'm gonna copy it from here and I'm gonna paste it here. So if I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna refresh it. I'm gonna say allow, and it takes. And if you guys will actually see, my camera is still working, though I'm able to take pictures from here. It's not freezing every time. So till now, we are able to take snapshots from there. Next thing, what we need is a very simple script is to get all the uploaded file from there and show it on this particular page. So I'm gonna say get uploads.php. I'm gonna say php $folder would be our folder name. Uploads would be $handle. First, we want to open this particular directory, that's uploads. So I'm gonna say folder. Okay, then I'm gonna say while file is equals to no, it's equals to only open read directory $handle. It needs to be like this because it's not equals to false. I believe that it was. So what I'm doing out here is first I'm creating a variable to the name of our folder, then we are actually opening that folder, and then we are reading all the files from there. So if I say echo $file, okay, copy this, paste it here, get uploads.php. Okay, there is syntax error on line number 5. So okay, I have to do it like this. So you can see actually there are a lot of pics there. So what we need to do is first I have to say if $file is not equals to a dot, r is not equals to double period, okay, probably and here. So if the file name is not equal to this, because if you guys will notice out here we have, you know, a lot of period signs, so we don't want them to be there. We need the actual file names. So then I'm going to say echo image source towards $folder slash $file like this, and I can say a width 250 with a height 250 as well, and I believe there is some error. Yeah, okay, now it's fine. So guys, now you would be thinking why I'm doing all this out here, though we need files here. So what we can do is we can go to our index file, probably script file, and I can say this particular div, which is an ID of uploads. I can say $uploads.html would be probably not HTML, load get uploads.php. Okay, so this particular load function will let you load any file to any div in your particular index, or any file, I would say. So if I come back, refresh, so you can see I have all the images out here. So if I'm gonna click a new one, and if I say take snapshot, see it's not here. I have to refresh the page. So we can fix that as well. So I can say set interval, okay, run a function after every single second. So come back, refresh the page. It's actually gonna solve our problem now. So I'm gonna say one more, okay, one more. Okay guys, so this is a very simple way to take snapshots from the webcam, and then you can actually save them to your folder. If you want, you can use some, you know, cool jQuery plugin to get, you know, cool effects after clicking them, open a kind of a dialog box, show the pics there. You can do a lot of stuff from it. But for now, this is the only thing that I want to show you. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.